First of all, man, thank you for spending time with us today. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
So if I can, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
How'd you get into the sport?
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
I had my first wrestling match when I was still in diapers. So I've been wrestling for a very long time.
So then that kind of gets me into your athletic background. Did you do wrestling in high school then, or?
I was actually, football was my big thing, but it just turned out that I excelled more when I didn't have to worry about everybody else around me.
Okay, so regarding the sport then, what is your athletic background? I mean, is this considered mixed martial arts? So then do you incorporate wrestling, boxing?
I'm through and through a wrestler.
A wrestler.
I've tried to change my game.
Right.
Because everybody knew that I was a wrestler, but it just, when the heat of the battle, I mean, I just always resort to wrestling, so.
So when you're in a match, you tend to approach it with a wrestling background, but obviously striking and kicking comes into play. So would you say that, mixed martial arts is incorporated into your routine then? I mean,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you have to know those.
Every day I train.
Okay.
I train jiu-jitsu, I train wrestling.
Okay.
Boxing.
Right.
Kickboxing.
Okay.
I mean, I train for everything because you never know what's going to happen.
I suppose each guy has their own approach, so you kind of got to adjust to the guy that you're coming up against. Congratulations by your most recent match, by the way.
Thank you.
How'd you win that one?
It was a knockout.
Knockout. First round, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So you've been known for quick victories. Do you remember what your quickest win to date was, and how did you win that?
17 seconds.
17
It
seconds.
was a knockout.
And a knockout. Nicely done. So you're in the locker room before a fight. What's going on in your head? What do you got?
Well, my regimen, I'm very meticulous about the stuff that I do.
Right.
A lot of my teammates call me a juju head because things need to be laid out like week by week, step by step, day by day, minute by minute.
Right.
Probably the first thing I do before there's a switch that just kind of changes me where I'm no longer Tat Romero, I'm the Mean Bean.
Right.
And that's, alter ego or whatever you want to call it, but it's not me anymore. It's.
Would you say obviously your energy level would change from that? Would you say it steps up or it actually calms down then?
I calm down until I'm really calm and mellow for most of the day or two before the fight, and then I'll text my wife. She's normally waiting out there, waiting for me to fight, and I'll text her that I love her and that I'll be seeing you.
Right.
When I see her, when I go out there, that's not her husband.
Right.
That's a killer.
So speaking of that, an everyday man goes into, let's say they're going to get into a barroom fight. Just your normal everyday man, couple of beers, somebody that's getting a little heated, the adrenaline kicks in, and there's no technique to fight at all in a barroom fight. Guys get so full of energy and they're just swinging, and then you see them tire out and make a lot of stupid mistakes in those kind of situations. How do you as a fighter, when you go into a ring with somebody who's looking at you like you're looking at them, I want to rip your head off, how do you stay focused? How do you stay, calm without getting into letting your adrenaline take over, tire you out, make silly mistakes like just any normal guy would in a situation? How do you stay focused in that situation?
Well, you train for it.
Right.
I mean, there's a difference between a fighter and an MMA fighter.
Right.
I mean, fighting for me, it's a lifestyle.
Right.
I mean, it's not something, I go to the gym and pick up a dumbbell and, I look in the mirror and I look tough.
Right.
I can't look the part, I got to be the part.
Right.
And kind of like a soldier prepares himself for war,
Sure.
I mean, yes, there's adrenaline.
Right.
But at the same time, you need to be collective. You need to know exactly what's going on at all times, or else you get caught.
Right. Right. So what mainstream fighters out there right now, let's say UFC, Strikeforce, what mainstream fighters out there right now would you like to step in the cage with, issue a challenge